Yo, YouTube, what's up with your boy? Sports and Fitness Rants. I'm back, guys. Click that like button. Subscribe to my channel. Ladies and gentlemen, on my channel, I'm always telling you guys, live an active lifestyle, make smart nutritional choices. And today I'm gonna talk to you guys and tell you a story about integrity. Now, right now, on my channel, you guys know I have two sides of my channel. I have a basketball side or a sports side, let's say, and then I have a fitness side or a fitness aspect of my channel. And on the basketball end or the sports end of my channel, I harp a lot about integrity. All right, and I've told you guys what's integrity? How do you define integrity? I've told you guys, I define integrity as doing the right thing when no one's looking. No one's watching you, but you're still doing the right thing. That's called having integrity, holding yourself to a standard. And we're gonna tell you a quick story or a quick way to explain integrity, and really the best way I think describes this. This is a great example, and this happened just yesterday to me, my wife, my family on vacation. And I'm gonna show you what kind of person that my wife is and what kind of person I am and how that relates to integrity and the things that we value, the things that we stand on, the things that we wanna pass on to our kids. So as you guys can see, I told you I'm on vacation. I'm down at Jersey Shore. I was on the boardwalk yesterday, and we had the kids on there and we went on some rides and things of that nature. We had a great time. And then at the end of the day, I don't know, 7, 8 o'clock, whatever it was, we were starting to head back to the, to the room. So my daughter wanted to stop and get something to eat from the specific place. So this place is always known for being crowded, having a lot of people around, things like that or whatever. So we didn't really want to wait, but anyway, we went. So we went there and now we ordered our food and we're waiting online now for our food to come out. And there's a bunch of people out there, maybe 20 people or so waiting around this small area. So there was a guy who had ordered, him and his girlfriend or wife, whoever it was, a couple, they were behind us, right? So they ordered their food or whatever. And now they're waiting to get their food just like we are. And like I said, there's a group there, there's a crowd, a little bit of a crowd. So my wife turns to me and she goes, "Hey, babe," she goes, "I think that guy just dropped that $20 bill. There was a $20 bill on the ground, folded up. No one saw it but us. We're the only ones that seen this $20 bill on the floor." All right? Now, I've told you guys what? Money ain't important to me like that. Money's not everything, right? So my wife points this out to me, and I see the $20 bill. Now, I immediately start looking around to see if anyone else noticed this $20 bill on the ground. No one noticed this. No one thought was looking for their pockets or, hey, I dropped something. No one was doing this, right? So I see a $20 bill on the floor, and it's literally right next to my foot. Now, I could do one of two things here, ladies and gentlemen, right? I could either put my foot on it, act like I didn't see it, no one else saw it, right? And then wait for the coast to be clear, so to speak, and then pick it up and put it in my pocket and just take the $20. Or I can pick the $20 up and ask this gentleman, "Hey, did you drop this money, sir?" I could do those two options, guys. There's no one watching me right now. No one else sees this money. It's literally me and my wife are the only ones that notices on the floor. No one notices this. Now, once again, I'm not all about money. Am I rich? Am I anywhere close to having money? No. Just for me and my family to go on this vacation, one vacation a year that we go on, it's very, very tight for me and my family, man. So money's not lost on me, the value of these things, but I told you it's not the most important thing to me. So what did I do? I decided to do what I always would do, right? Hold on to the integrity, the values that my mother and my father instilled in me, the values that the Navy, the military taught me to stand on. And I picked the $20 bill up and I asked the gentleman, "Excuse me, sir, I think you dropped this." Now, here's where the story gets interesting, ladies and gentlemen. And this is where this gentleman had two options and he chose the wrong one. So him and his girlfriend, or like I said, the couple, they're standing there. I said, "Hey, sir, I think you dropped this $20. He didn't even think twice about it. He immediately said, "Thank you," took the $20 bill, put it right in his pocket. I'm not lying about this, guys. Literally 5 seconds later, my wife tells me, "Hey, babe, I don't think that was his $20. And I was like, "Why do you say that?" And immediately she points to this little kid. This is a kid, man, maybe 12 years old, right? Looking in his pocket. I guess his parents must have gave him a $20 bill and he put it in his pocket. I guess it was stuck to his phone or something. He pulled his phone out of his pocket and he dropped the money on the floor. But he didn't know this. He didn't know that it was his $20 bill on the floor. So he wasn't searching for this when I picked it up and offered to the gentleman. He wasn't doing this at that time, guys. This all happened within seconds of each other. So when I gave it to the gentleman and then my wife points me out and I look and I see that kid looking for the money. Oh man, I dropped the money. He was panicking. You can see he was getting ready to cry because he just lost $20. So my wife says, "Babe, we have to tell that guy to give that money back to that kid. That's that kid's money. He's looking for it." And I said, "You sure about this?" And she's like, "Yes, babe, we have to give the kid back his money. It's his money." And me and my wife turned to the kid and my wife asked the kid, "Excuse me, did you drop $20? Are you looking for some money?" And he says, "Yeah." And then we went to that guy that I gave the $20 to. I was like, "Sir," I was like, "I think that $20 belongs to that kid." And he's like, oh yeah, I maybe it does. And then he took the money out of his pocket and gave it to the kid without any qualms about it. So what did that lead me to believe? That this guy was a dirtbag. He had no integrity, man. That he didn't stand on anything. That he was going to take that $20 bill, whether it was his or not. Whether he thought he dropped it or not, he was going to take that $20. He didn't second guess it. He didn't question it. He didn't even think, oh, wait a second, I didn't have $20 in my pocket. He just took the money that I was giving him. Meanwhile, like I said, it was actually someone else's money that dropped it right there, and he was looking for that money. So this is what I'm telling you guys about integrity on this channel. What do you stand on? What do you stand for? The values that you hold dearly to you, what are they? Are they money? You know, a lot of people would have just taken that $20 bill, put it in their pocket, or act like they dropped that $20 bill, put it in their pocket and left. And then that kid would have been out 20 bucks. Once again, $20 is not a lot of money in the grand scheme of life, but once again, it's a 10, 11, 12-year-old kid that his mother gave him $20 or whoever gave him the money, and he went to go get something. He honestly dropped the money, right? We've all been there before. How many times have you guys dropped $1 or a $5 bill or whatever the case may be? You didn't even realize it, right? But this has happened to me many times in my life, ladies and gentlemen. And I'll tell you another quick story, man. And this is kind of like what I'm talking about when I say you get these things from your parents, the legacy that they leave for you, the things that they instill in you. I remember when I was like maybe 10 years old, I was out with my mother and my brothers, right? We were at ShopRite. And I might have told you guys the story before. And we were at ShopRite or whatever, and we finished food shopping. So now one line paying for things to leave. So we paid for the, I'm like 10 years old. My one brother's probably like 7. My other brother's like 4. Right? So we're leaving ShopRite now, right? We're going out to the parking lot. And as we're getting ready to go out of ShopRite, I find a $100 bill. I literally got, I'm not lying about it, it's a $100 bill. And like I said, it's like 1990 or whatever, 89 or whatever the hell it was, right? So a $100 bill, man, for a kid like me, I didn't really know, I knew it was a lot of money, right? So I picked up this $100 bill, it was all folded up, and I gave it to my mother. And I said, hey, Mom, I found this. I didn't know, you know, if it was a 10 or 100, but it ended up being a $100 bill because later on, you know, my mother told me about this, but I gave it to my mom. My mom made me go inside and give it to the people at the cash register. $100, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, I told you, I didn't come from being rich. My mother's a nurse, man. My father worked for the MTA for all these years, like 30 years, man, before he retired, man. My parents were blue-collar people, man. My mother could have taken that $100 easily. There was no one running around following us outside. There was no one coming up to me and like, oh, that's my $100 bill, I dropped it. Nobody was around us, guys. Once again, integrity. Meaning what? Doing the right thing when no one's watching you. My mother could have easily taken that $100 bill and looked at it as what? I just got all these groceries for free. But she didn't do that. She made me go inside. She sent me all the way back in and give the money to them. You know the funny thing is, I remember the reaction of the lady at the cash register. She couldn't believe that someone would take a $100 bill and literally walk back inside from the parking lot and give it to them. She was blown away by this. She was like, well, almost like, why are you doing this? Why are you giving this to me? Why didn't you just take this money and go? And I would have told her because my mother's not like that, and my mother told me to do this. So ladies and gentlemen, remember, integrity, the things that you stand on. Sometimes you have two options in life, right? To do the right thing or to not do the right thing. And yes, no one's watching you. No one's gonna be able to call you out on these things. But remember, there's always somebody watching. And remember, you have to look yourself in the mirror, ladies and gentlemen. That dude had to look himself in the mirror. If he would have taken that $20 and made a big thing about it, and we tried to get the 20 back for the kid, and he was like, nah, man, it's my money, and it was a whole thing, he would have had to look himself in the mirror. He would have had to go to bed at night and really know and believe that he did the right thing. No, he didn't. He wouldn't have done the right thing. He didn't do the right thing. So you guys remember that, man. This is what it's about. That's what integrity is. Stand on those things.